you doing? I'm back with another video for Married at First Sight. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Thank you so much for your comments on the other reviews, and let's get it right on into this episode. So we have got through the first commercial break, and they are packing up and leaving the honeymoon and going into the real world, basically. This particular episode is called Moving In. So first they kind of touched on Vaughn and Monet. Monet wants Vaughn to move to Brooklyn. He wants her to stay with him in New Jersey. And logistically, she says this is not feasible because she works in Manhattan. And so she's come over to see his place. I mean, she doesn't dislike it, but she's like, it's an hour and a half commute. She doesn't feel like they will have a quality of a life doing that kind of commuting. So she asked him to come see her place in Brooklyn, and he's agreed, but in his confessional, he's kind of not feeling it, in my opinion. Then we hit on Doug and Jamie. Jamie is really starting to feel Doug, y'all, which makes me very happy because the way she acted in the first few episodes. She getting herself ready. She getting him ready to meet her dog, which is great for me because I'm a dog person. So she greets him at the door with the dog. He grabs the dog. The dog is all over him. He really likes her place, but he'd rather do something where they make it their own, where they start over. So they're agreeing to get an apartment of their own. So that's where we are at this commercial break, and I'll talk to you guys again real soon. So we are still on the moving in situations. This time, Jason got a chance to show his apartment off to Courtney, and she was really receptive of it. She, wanted to look around or whatever. She asked him to show her Brooklyn, and they went and had pizza, which was great. They also went to Doug's parents' house, and I felt Jamie was a little judgmental about Doug living at his parents' house. He explained the situation that he bought a house coming out of college. He lost a lot of money into it because I guess he wasn't house aware of that. Then he got laid off, so he had to move back home. But now he has saved up the money and he's ready to move out. And she was like, I don't know if that was a decision I would have made, but if you have a good relationship with your family, why not save the money? I don't know. Anyway, so now Vaughn has came to Monet's house to see it, and it wasn't what he was expecting. I have no idea what he was expecting, but he finally agreed to move in with her because she doesn't drive and the commute will be hard. He has more flexibility with his job. So that's where we are with this segment, and I'll see you guys in a few. So now Jason has got a chance to look at Courtney's place, and Courtney has roommates and she lives in the living room. So that's either one of their places are not really ideal, so they've decided to find a place. Also, they go then they want to get into the financial aspect of the relationship because finances do go a lot hand in hand with marriage and just relationships in general. So Vaughn and Monet are talking about it, and he is one of these manly men, and he wants to do the gender roles. But she was like, I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself. So they decided to split the bills 50-50. But he says, like, if they go out to eat or whatever, everything else is on him. That's how he feels more comfortable. She agrees that she doesn't want to take that away from him. They briefly hinted to Doug and Jamie, but we'll see what happens next. Go back, and we are talking with Jamie and Doug, and Jamie was like, she just wants to make sure that, her and Doug was on the same page, and Doug was like, no, I don't plan on doing that anymore. She was like, but she seems pretty open to it, but still kind of skeptical because she doesn't want to go back to being poor because she lived that life as a child. Then they went on to Courtney and Jason. Courtney is in debt. She has 2 student loans. She's paying back her parents, and then Jason, he has a nest egg. He believes in being valuable, and he's a little scared because he has to watch out for his money too, because it doesn't seem like she knows how to budget her money. So then they moved on to the apartment searches, and then we're still with Jason and Courtney. The first apartment they didn't really like that much. The second one they like it, but the price range was totally out of their budget. So let's see what else happens. Hey, we're back. So, um, Jason and Courtney did go ahead and find an apartment. I think it's very, very cute. They just kind of knew it just felt like them. Then we moved on to Doug and Jamie, and they're looking for an apartment with the dog. and the first place I didn't like it. They didn't like it. The second place was too expensive, and they really didn't like it. I didn't like it. And the last place, I really didn't care for it either, but they felt like it was what they needed. Doug said in the beginning if the dog used the bathroom in the shower, then it was their place. But no, the dog used the bathroom in the middle of the floor, so it's their place. Now it's going on to moving in day. Everybody's packing, everybody's moving around. Vaughn is like, I hope she has enough room for me. Jason's like, Courtney told me she's a bit of a messy, so I don't know how I'm gonna enjoy cleaning up behind her. Courtney's trying to pack up her stuff. She's like, he doesn't know everything about her. She likes to make fort jokes, and she sleeps with a mask. And Jamie's packing up. She's a little nervous. Doug's brother, he's getting irritated with him. And towards the end of the commercial break, Jason's trying to hang up all of Courtney's hangers, and he's like, who has as many hangers? And he's like, I quit. So he was kind of cranky. So we are moving along here. Back with a special guest. So this segment, they are fully moving into with each other. What's that boy name? Jason and Courtney, they are having wine. They're finally settling in. He's not mad anymore about all the hangers. He's really into going to this experience. So then they go to Doug and Jamie, and Doug picks up Jamie, and he's trying to get her a box of shoes in the car. It looks like me, because, hey, I got a lot of shoes, too. And they go on to their new apartment, and they look like they're going to do fine. So the main segment of this was Vaughn and Monet. As we know, Vaughn moved in with Monet to help out with her commute because she works in Manhattan and he lived in South New Jersey, East New Jersey, whatever, and it was just almost a 2-hour commute for her. So they're sitting there and she's reading this article off of Facebook, and he was like, oh Lord, here we go. I think that he came into the whole conversation negatively, but somebody else doesn't think that way. So they just escalated from there. She was like, well, I think the article said that they should maintain their friendships and their activities outside of the marriage, just to keep it. And he was like, yeah, because you have your Sunday brunches. And she was like, yeah, you have your jiu-jitsus. And she was like, well, I would like to incorporate you into my Sunday brunches. And he was like, I'm just not feeling it. And she was like, well, why would I want to show out my husband? And it just went crazy from there. I understand where she's coming from, but I think she should have listened to him a little bit. Let him work his way into it, but let that idea be out there for him to know that, hey, this is not just something I'll do on my own. I want you to come, at least meet my friends. I feel the same way. Your spouse or significant other should know your friends and vice versa, so they feel a little bit more comfortable when you're not in their presence.
Whatever.
But I guess somebody else doesn't feel that way, but hey.
She's too damn controlling. Simple as that. Well, I want you to meet my friends, and I want to carry you around. I want to show you around like a little puppy. We're not puppies, okay? We're not newborn babies that you take to your friends and say, hey, look what I have now. No. When he's ready, he'll do it. You got to, just glide into it. No, hey, guess what? Tomorrow I want to show you off. No, we just move together. I'm sorry. Hi, Marcus. I just caught the last segment, but yeah, she's just. I feel that her controlling parts are gonna show, and that's gonna like run that dude off. We don't like a woman to be so controlling. Something where I'm not social, she's social, and she tries to do that sometimes. I'd be like, no, I'm not. No, and eventually, we get to that point, just not at her pace sometimes. when
I
we're
just
both
know.
ready, and then things go smoother.
Right.
I'm done. Go ahead.
Great. So that all ended out with her storming off and him being like, I still got my apartment in New Jersey, which I think he shouldn't have made that comment, because if you went into this experiment going to be in marriage is one of those things. You're going to have your arguments, whatever. You can't just run to New Jersey because she got an attitude. She got attitude. She got attitude.
As long as he got an apartment, he can go and run across the bridge right quick. Come on down and come on back over across the bridge, baby. I'm sorry, and make it up to her. There you go.
Whatever. No, you can't run to New Jersey. But that was this week's episode for Married at First Sight. Tell me what you guys think. Rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Bye.